excited to share with you all this amazing homemade, no-bake cheesecake. This cheesecake right here is going to knock your socks off, and I'm here today to show you how it's done. Here are the lovely ingredients. You're going to need some fresh berries, okay? Fresh berries. I have some beautiful blackberries, and we have some beautiful strawberries, okay? You're going to need a springform pan. So that's what we have here, this springform pan. If you open that up, this part right here, it just springs right off of this bottom piece, okay? So now, we're going to be using 1/3 cup of sour cream. We're going to use a lot of cream cheese. We're going to use 4 cream cheeses at room temperature. We're going to use 1/4 cup of sweetened condensed milk. We're going to use some whipped topping, okay? A lot of you may call it Cool Whip. We will need some graham crackers. We're going to be using 1/3 cup of sugar. We're going to use a pinch of salt and some vanilla, and we're also going to use 1/2 cup of melted butter. Make sure your hands are clean. Let's get started making cheesecake Gina Young style. I am so excited to share with you all how easy it is to make this beautiful cheesecake. And listen here, when we think of cheesecake, we all think of creamy, dreamy, just a little hint of sour that can hit you right back here, right? But it's nice and sweet, and you can taste that vanilla flavor, and then the buttery, gorgeous crust that's in the bottom. This is it. Let me show you. So we're going to use 2 full sleeves. Now, the springform pan that I'm using is a 10-inch. You can also use a 9-inch if you'd like for the same recipe. So we're going to take 2 full sleeves of the graham crackers. These are not the graham crackers that has the cinnamon and sugar on them. If you happen to use the graham crackers that has the cinnamon and sugar on them, just omit the sugar that we're going to be putting into the graham crackers, okay? So I have 1/3 cup of granulated white sugar. Let's put it right in just like so. Ooh, here's where it gets really exciting. And now let me tell you a secret ingredient that you could throw in there if you wanted to into your crust. You can take pecans. You bet you can. You can take 1/2 cup of crushed pecans or even whole pecans. You're going to put it in the fruit processor right with the 2 sleeves of graham crackers, okay, some sugar, and we're going to put a pinch of salt in. We're going to use that 1/2 cup of melted butter. The melted butter is going to create somewhat of like a consistency that reminds you of wet sand, right? I'm going to show you the consistency that yours should be after we put in the butter. But don't put the butter in right now. Only thing we want to put in right now is our 1/3 cup of sugar, a little pinch of salt. And when I say a little pinch, come on over here, just a little tiny pinch. 2 sleeves of the graham crackers. Let's get this on. We're going to blend it up till it's nice and fine. Let's go ahead and put in our 1/2 cup of melted butter. Now, if your butter is salted, then you can just leave out the pinch of salt that we threw in. But if it's unsalted, go ahead and put your salt in. All right, just like so. Get that in there. Oh, wait, I tell you what, I'm all excited. So now let's just talk about possibilities, because I always like to throw out possibilities of what you could do if you wanted to. Now, let's just say, have you ever seen a graham cracker crust, and they put the graham cracker crust at the bottom, but then they also come up with the graham cracker crust? Have you ever seen that? If you wanted to do that for this recipe, then you're going to use 3 sleeves of graham crackers, and it'll give you enough graham crackers. And what you would do is you would just literally go around and pat your graham cracker crust, and then you'll just take your fingers and go along the side so you can make somewhat of a rim. You all get the gist. You're smart. Okay, so now let's blend this butter in, and when I come back, I'll show you how to put the crust into our springform pan. Somebody say this should look like wet sand. Come on in, cameraman. Look at this. Look what we can do. All right? So now I literally can go like this and form it. And that's what you should be able to do with yours. And for some reason, if yours isn't like that, then you didn't put enough butter in. Okay, so now we're going to take our springform pan, and we're going to get this lovely goodness here to the bottom. I hope y'all are having a great day today. Anybody out there, let me know in the comment section below, have you ever tried to make it homemade at home? It's so stinking easy and it's so much fun. And I highly suggest, when you're doing a recipe like this, come on and look in. You're doing a recipe like this, get the kids in the kitchen to help you. They will have the time of their lives, and you're also building great memories, you know, and they can just remember that when they were with their mom, their dad, grandma, grandpa, whoever you are, auntie, uncle, making cheesecakes, that memory sticks in their head. And then they'll pass that recipe down to their children. All right, so look at this, beautiful. And take the time, on a serious note, take the time to really pack it in. When you doing the sides, if you decided you want more to do the sides, pack it. You must pack it. And then the next thing that we're gonna do, this baby's gonna go into the freezer. And when we're ready to put our filling in, we'll take this out of the freezer because we want it to set up. And right now, it feels kind of hard. That's what we're wanting. You don't want it to feel, you know, loose. That's exactly what we're wanting. Get this on a flat surface in your freezer. Let's put our 4 cream cheeses in. These cream cheeses are room temperature. And it's really gonna help out so much when it's room temperature, because if you make it and it's just like really cold, it's going to take a while to whip up, okay? So what we're going to do right now is we're going to cream the cream cheese by itself just for about a good 2 minutes. And once it gets nice and creamed up, we're then going to add 1/3 of a cup of white granulated sugar, and then we're going to go right in with 1/4 of a cup of the sweetened condensed milk. Now it's very important. We all love sweetened condensed milk, right? Yes, we do. And you almost want to sneak a little bit more in. Don't sneak too much of the sweetened condensed milk in because it won't set up. 1/4 of a cup is going to do the trick for you, I promise. It's going to make it nice and sweet like we like, but it's not going to make it to the situation where it doesn't set up, okay? Going over 1/4, it will not set up. I just want to emphasize that, okay? Because I've done it before. That's why I'm telling you so you don't do it. Okay, so now that I have this in here, we're going to get it off of the foil. Get off of there. Okay, so now let's get this nice and creamed up. And when I come back, I'll show you what consistency you're looking for. A quick look. Take a quick look down in there. You all can see it. Nice, creamy, and dreamy. That's what we're looking for. 1/3 of a cup white granulated sugar going in just like so. If I haven't said, I hope you all are having a great day today. I hope you're having a magnificent day. All right, listen here. So today is Saturday, June 10th. And here's what's going to be exciting for today. Now today, this evening at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Gina Young's going live. I'm going live. I'm going to show you all how easy it is to make delicious. It's an Asian recipe. We're going to be making orange chicken. This recipe is delicious. It's so easy to make, doesn't require a lot of ingredients, and if you make it Gina Young style, you're going to have the time of your life with this recipe. So I can't wait to see you all there. Be there or be square. We're going to have so much fun. I'm going to make sure that I don't go over that 1/4 of a cup, even though you kind of want to, right? So now let's get that 1/4 in. Just like so, in this manner. I'm going to cream in that sugar. Let's cream in the 1/4 of a cup of sweetened condensed milk, and then we're going to put just a little pinch of salt in. We're going to put sour cream and vanilla at the last minute. Okay, y'all, 1/3 of a cup sour cream, and then we're going to blend together till everything is nice and smooth. Now, after we put our vanilla in, we will be mixing in some heavy whipping cream, okay? Or a lot of you may call it Cool Whip or whipped cream. We're gonna mix in some. This is an 8 ounce that we have. I did put it in my refrigerator, but I'll show you exactly how much I like to put in because you don't wanna put too much in. What the whipped cream does is it's gonna really make it light, airy, and nice and fluffy. Let's mix this and then we'll put vanilla in. Now I'm gonna put just a pinch, look at that. Just a little tiny pinch of salt. And believe it or not, when you're making desserts, that little pinch of salt really brightens up the dish somehow, right? It's like a miracle happens, right? So now what we're gonna do, You can use clear vanilla extract. You can use, you know, the dark kind as well. I'm going to use 2 cupfuls. Oh, this is so exciting. Ooh, you better make you some, I'm telling you. Now let's talk about something before we mix this. Let's just say you taste it and you feel like it's not sweet enough. It is okay to add a little bit more sugar. Don't get wild with it, right? But it is okay. You taste it, see if you're happy with how sweet it is. If it's not sweet enough, you put a little bit more in. Let's mix this, and then we'll grab our whipped cream and we're gonna fold it into the mixture. So now during the process of mixing this mixture, you wanna definitely make sure that you have went in with the soft spatula and or spoon and you get the bottom, okay? You don't want any cream cheese that hasn't been well incorporated into this mixture here. And guess what? I put a little bit more sugar in. I had to, I tasted it and I said, I want some more sugar, so I put some more in. That simple. Okay, so now make sure you're scraping the sides down once again. Now it's time to fill up our pie crust, our graham cracker pie crust, okay? And this came out of the freezer and it's nice and set. And this here, it's really cold. And it really helps to set this up really quickly. Now, this must set overnight. Well, you know, I'm going to tell you overnight because that's what I suggest. But sometimes I feel like a good 5-6 hours I have to go in and slice this baby because everybody's so excited and they can't wait. Okay, so, you know, I'm telling you the full day, 24 hours or overnight. But you know, when you just can't stand it, go on to take a slice, right? Okay, so let me put this up. We're gonna put our filling into our crust. So this is the 8-ounce container of our whipped cream. Okay, now look at me. Just 1.5 dollops, just like so, okay? We didn't need to use the blender to mix this, and we're gonna do somewhat of a folding technique where you just take the mixture. Can you all see what I'm doing? We're folding the whipped cream in. Anytime you're dealing with mixing whipped cream, you fold it in so that it doesn't go flat. Okay, because just stirring it like this, you'll make it nice and flat. Take the time to fold it. Hope I don't have filling on my mouth right now, because you know I had to taste it. I had to taste it, and that baby tastes good. Ooh, it tastes good, and I couldn't be more excited. Ooh, wait. So me and my husband's gonna have special time together tonight. We're gonna sit outside with the bonfire, and I think we're gonna have some cheesecake with berries on it as well. Like, why not? This would be the perfect night, right? Okay, look at this. Oh, my mouth is salivating, and yours should be too. Let me know if any time during this recipe your stomach gets to rumbling and your mouth is salivating. Let me know. I love to hear it. All right, so now we're just gonna do what we can. Turn it in such a manner. Turn it, try what you can do. You know, using a soft spatula is gonna really help you to make it nice and even. You don't want one side real low and one side real high. Do what you can to make it nice and even. Get this into the oven. And also you could take some plastic wrap, and with the plastic wrap, you can turn around and push the plastic wrap into the cheesecake, and that way it doesn't film like a film on top of it. I said inside the oven, you know what I mean, inside the refrigerator. Come on, Gina, get it right. You're so excited about this cake, you don't even know what you're talking about. But you know what I'm saying, y'all. Now, I will be making a recipe, speaking about the oven, I will be making a recipe showing you all how to make a cheesecake in the oven. Yes, oh, I'd love to show you how to make that, and I feel like that video will come in the near future. Okay, so now that we have everything nice and level, if you wanted to do something to make a, you know, I don't know, make it real pretty, let's see, we maybe can use a spoon. Try to make a design if you wanted to. Let's see what we can do. I'm not the best artiste, but we can see what we can do. I think that looks better than it did. How about it? All right, so now let's get this baby into Into the refrigerator, not the oven. When I come back, I'm gonna taste this. I'm gonna say a prayer. You get that first bite. We just happen to have another one already made that we made last night. Just call me Creamy Dreamy. Take a look at this. Ooh, take a look at that, baby. So now we have some beautiful strawberries. Let's go ahead, slice them in such a manner, okay? We're gonna do the fan method. I don't know if that's what it's called, but we're gonna call it the fan method today. Look, okay, it turns out to be a fan. Put that on there. How are we gonna put it? Like that. Ooh, you bet we are. So now my purpose for doing it this way, my husband's really not a fan of the cherry sauce, the strawberry sauce. He likes chocolate sauce and he likes the blueberry sauce, but when it comes to the fruit glazes and stuff like that, he didn't want it on the cheesecake. He wants his cheesecake plain. So I like to make my cheesecakes plain, and then if family members or loved ones want to put berries on it, they can put fresh berries on it, okay? So now, you gotta put some blackberries on there because blackberries are gorge. Just beautiful and gorgeous. Look at that. Make you some. Listen here, if y'all enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Tell your family and friends and everyone you know. Tell the whole world what Gina Young is doing in this kitchen on a daily basis. Heavenly Father, thank you once again today. Lord, I love you. I believe in you, and I have so much faith in you. Thank you for everything you've done. In Jesus Christ's name, amen. Yo, they turned the camera on too quick. I got blackberries in my mouth. Listen here. God bless you. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the recipe. Take a bite. Come on in.